First off, welcome to the West Texas FGC. My name is Steven or Yoshi. I will be showing you a guideline for pretty much a central hub of where to start at for how to learn Dragon Ball Fighter Z and information on it. Because getting into fighting games, it can be kind of hard. It's actually very hard to get into fighting games if you're a new player. You don't know where to start at. You don't know how to start, where to even go to start, and this is going to just be a guideline to show you all the useful information. Once again, this is a guideline uh, to show you how to get to that information and how to break down that information. This is not a tutorial because I do not possess the information to be responsible enough to teach you how to play the game on a basic level first. I'm going to let you learn the basic level of playing this game, and then when it comes to advanced stuff, I feel comfortable teaching you that. And you may think it's a little bit weird. How can you teach me advanced stuff but not the basics? Because I don't know how to properly distribute the information to new players without it being too hard. So here I compiled a bunch of information that I think it's very good and it's very digestible for new players to learn. So to start off with, I think you should probably play the tutorial for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. You may think that if you haven't, or if you have and you're wondering like why wouldn't someone play the tutorial, you'll be surprised. So here, I'm going to open up a video for you to watch. This is going from a player named Nakiel. He's one of our best Dragon Ball Fighter Z players, and he was ranked 1 in the beta, and he recently did pretty well at an invitational for Dragon Ball Fighter Z. And he shows you beginner tips and things to look out for on how to get better at the game. And I'm not going to play it myself because I do not want to play his content on my video. And I'm on a potato, so you probably wouldn't be able to tell that much. So what I would like for you to do is look for the link in the description, play it yourself. You can put it on times 2 speed, or you can play it slowly, whatever you feel comfortable with and that's digestible to you for you to look at and watch the video. Watch that video, and once you're done, so pause this video, click on his video for basic, and after you're done, come back to my video, unpause it, and we can begin. So I'll count to 3 seconds, and hopefully you've done that. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get back to it. So in that video, it's very important to learn numpad notation. I'll explain further because he explained it. He explained it very well. But if you're still lost and you don't know what numpad notation is, here is a cheat sheet that's in a link form that you'll be able to click on at your leisure, save it to your notepad or something, and you'll be able to learn this. It's very important to learn this because 99% of the information you see in the fighting community for in-game related stuff is going to be using this notation. And if you don't learn it, you're basically going to be looking at a pile of numbers, and we don't want that. So here it explains what the numeric annotation system is, and just some abbreviations and some nicknames we give sub motions. And even here, it just not only does it show you the numpad, but it also shows you direction on a D-pad stick or analog stick. So these are the motions. So it's not that confusing to you because all you see is a bunch of numbers if it's just the numbers. But here it shows you what, like, so if you saw on the screen it said press 1L, you don't know what 1 is. Well, here you go to your cheat sheet, be like, okay, 1 is just down left. That's good to know. There's reasons to why we use this numeric annotation system, but you don't have to know about that. But if you had to know why, you can ask me and I'll tell you. So to move on, now that you're able to digest and pretty much code break, I don't want to say code break because it sounds bad, but be able to analyze the notations for this game, we'll move on to universal system mechanics. So here what I have pulled up is a Google Doc for the universal game mechanics of this, and it has everywhere from basic information to very advanced information on things you might want to learn, and it's a very easy interface to use. If you saw something on here and you want to know about it, you would just literally click it to come up. So to further go into numpad notations, we'll click, so like, all right, And it's the first thing on here because in order to decipher this information, you have to know the numpad notation. So we'll click it. Buttons and notation, buttons and directions. Bam, clicked it. The information came up. So you know the directions on a numpad, but what do the buttons mean? What does L, M, H, S? What does that mean? Here they have it here. Light attack, L, basic attack, short but fast. Medium attack, usually with good range. It gives you a little summary of what they all do. And on the left side, we have all different types of information as well. And I'm just going to quickly gloss over some things because, once again, this is a guideline. This isn't a tutorial on how to play the game. This stuff will teach you the information that you want to learn. And it just has a multitude of various things. Wake up. You don't know what wake up is. Like, you're thinking, what the hell is wake up? Bam. You would click it. It'll have all the information on wake up. This is more advanced information that you'll need to learn. It's not that advanced, but it's advanced for a new player. So this is something for you to learn. This Google Doc is very helpful, and if there's something that you're stuck on and you don't know the information for it, I would recommend always coming back to this and be like, well, maybe the information's on here. Let me try to look for it. And you would go on here and bam, search it. And this link will be in the description down below. So we'll move on. So here we have, this is only for stick players. If you don't play on an arcade stick, you can just wait till this part's over. It won't take that long. So this is just stick layouts you can try to see if you're comfortable with. If you want to, there's multiple different layouts, and it's preference on what layout you want to play on. Whatever feels comfortable to you, you use that. There's no like, oh man, this layout's better. And now we'll move on to, now that you have a Google Doc for the basic mechanics of the game and advanced mechanics of the game, and a way to decipher the notations for it, now we'll move on to finding information on combos. You want to, now that you start playing the game, you want to start learning how to advance your combos instead of doing auto combos. Here we have a content creator named Maximilian. Dude, he's very important in our FGC scene. He is a gateway for new players to get easy and digestible information. And in this video, he'll show you and teach you in different tricks and tips on how to do regular combos or to extend upon your auto combos that you already might be doing. Or if you came up with your own combos and you're like, man, maybe I want to see if there's any ways I can make this combo longer. He does a very good job at this. I would recommend subscribing to Max if you're a new player. He does very well at teaching new players. And once you watch that video, and now you'll be able to explore different other combos, because now you have the tools to decipher the notations. You watched a video on how to learn combos and do them in practice and build upon a combo you already know. Now you can start looking at people's videos and be like, all right, I wanna try his combo. I have the tools to do that now. Let's do it. Oh, that's really loud. So here we have. Before I go to the video, we'll read out what he says. So this is a basic DBFZ combo, great for beginner, works with almost the whole cast. The cast is basically all the characters in the game, and can be improved later. Notations below. Notice that he's being responsible and putting the notations down below, because if you're looking at a YouTube video, a clickbait YouTube video like best kit boot combo NA, and he doesn't show you how to do the combo, it's basically pointless, and you're spending all this time watching the video trying to figure out what he's doing. So we'll just watch a little bit of this video. So in this video, he does it in parts. Right now he's doing the first part. He's repeatedly doing it over to demonstrate what you do to start the combo. This is not an auto combo, so it may look different to what your combo does. He does the second part now, and he repeats it for a repetition for you to learn. And then now the third part is the full length of the combo, where he finally shows you the full length of it. Bam. And he shows you in parts, so it's easy for you to digest and dissect. It's very easy for you to get a grasp on. And right below, he says notations in legend, basically the key to decipher what he's trying to say, and he's being responsible. Notice that. And here he has notations: 2L, 5LL, 2M, 5M, JC, JL, M2HH, JLM, DJ, LLL. Now, that might have just sounded like some Chinese to you, but once you familiarize yourself and have enough repetition of glossing over the information or using your cheat sheet for numpad notation, then it'll get a lot easier for you. And you can always message me too about questions. Like, do not be scared to message me. Message me. Remember, this is just a guideline, but off of the video, message me whenever you get the chance, and if you have any questions, I will answer them. Here's your cheat sheet if you wanted to break down what it is. And on the Google Docs for game mechanics, let's hit the buttons and directions. So here you have once again, you have the tools to dissect this information. So we'll move on from that. So now that you learn the tools to read the combos, and you learned how to combo and tips to combo, and you practice a little bit with them, now you want to start learning the characters. So here I'm going to be pulling up Maximilian Dude once again. He's a very good content creator for new players. Here he has almost all the characters currently, basic breakdown videos on what the characters do, and he even shows you some little combos in there as well. This is a very good tool for you to learn the basics of your character. He even tells you like what's good with them and what's bad with them. They're very basic and basic breakdowns, so keep that in mind. And once you learn the basics of your characters, and you want to start like, all right, well now I really want to know the meat and potatoes of the character, so you got to start looking up tutorials. And this is where it's going to get hard, because right now Dragon Ball FighterZ is hot. You know, it's hot right now. So a lot of people outside the FGC are trying to clickbait you into clicking their video, and they'll be like, best Kid Buu guide, NA, insane stuff or whatever. I don't know what the clickbait is used nowadays. But it's hard to find that information, good tutorials, and that relays you responsible information. Notice how I use responsible a lot, because there's a lot of information that when I was looking up stuff to compile, I saw lots of irresponsible information and videos out there that were just trying to get a view from you. As you can see here, I'm giving you an example of a good tutorial. Maybe you want to play Kid Buu and you're like, man, I want to see a tutorial. It's very hard to find information, but here I have one pulled up. This Kid Buu video only has 2,200 views. It's very sad of me. When I was looking at other Kid Buu videos, this video has maybe like 5% of the viewer count of other ones, and they weren't nearly as good as this one. So yeah, this is if you watch this video and you play Kid Buu, this would be a good example of a good tutorial. And if you maybe start being scared now to click on tutorials because you don't know if it's good information or bad information, you can still watch them, and I would like for you to link them to me. Like, be like, hey, Steven, can you look at this guide? Is it good? And I'll be like, yes, no, and I'll tell you why I think it's not good or why it is good, and we can build from there. Unfortunately, that we have to do that. We live in the area of information and communication, and this is just unfortunately one of the ways that we have to do it, because there's irresponsible information out there. So we'll move on from that. And let's say you're still scared to be like, man, do I really have to hit up Steven every time to go watch something? And the answer is no, because this very good website here is very good. So what this website is an accumulation of archive matches between notable players. And the biggest difference between this and YouTube is that with YouTube, you'd be like, I want to learn Trunks. Let me go look at some Trunks matches. You go to YouTube, type in Trunks matches, and you would see Johnny Donuts playing Gilbert the Hedgehog or something, and they would just be awful at the game. But here they have very notable top players for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Let's say you wanted to, we'll use the search engine here. I want to learn Trunks. Let me watch some Trunks videos. you would go, you'd be like, hell yeah, there's some trunks right there, baby girl. Bam, click it, search it. I'm not gonna use a search engine because my computer's a potato while I'm recording. So, but right here, the first video, we have somebody playing trunks. NY Chris G. NY Chris G is a very notable player, a multiple-time champion for various games. He's one of our best fighting game players of our time, and he's playing trunks. So you see it right here, and instantly you'd be like, all right, I want to watch that. Bam, it would click you, it would send you to YouTube for that video. And right there, instantly, you found a way to cut the middleman of going through all the clickbait videos of like best trunks in A and this, that, and the third. Where here it compiles notable top players and the best players at this game for you to watch, and an easy search engine to use. Yeah, you might even be able to find character specific teams that like, man, I play Trunks, Goku Blue, and Kid Buu. Bam, you'd search and you'd see if anybody plays that team. You're not gonna find your team all the time, but maybe you'll get lucky. So yeah, that's very good information. This link will be in the description. So now to go on further. Now we're gonna pull up another Google Doc. 1 second. Oh, sorry. So now we're gonna pull up another Google Doc. So this Google Doc is for character, specialized character information. So the other one was mechanics. This one is more for characters, and it still has mechanics too. So the table of contents will read it. Once again, very easy interface. You click what you want to read. We have general tips and tech, beginners corner, character specific. We have all the characters on here. If you want to find some tricks with them, you just click off. I want to see Captain Gin. You click it. It'll take you to whatever they have. And they have some beginners stuff too that it's very good that you should probably look at. So if you're like, all right, I'm a beginner, I want to see all the information they have on there. Steven says this is something I should click on, so let's see what it is. Go to Beginner's Corner, Beginner's Guide, another tutorial covering the basics, mechanics breakdown, a video form of mechanics. So if you don't want to read all this stuff, bam, go to a mechanics breakdown in a video. How to read combo notations, very helpful. Universal combo route, something very good too. You want to learn a basic combo, that's very good with all the characters. A basic combo guide to get you started. There's very good videos here, and they're responsible. I checked them; they're very responsible for you to learn. This link will be in the description as well. Now to go to this importance of Twitter, not just Twitter, but importance of social media. Okay. So I'm gonna pause right here on this video. I would suggest you watch this video. You can pause this video in a couple of seconds after I'm talking, and put that video on speed times 2, and he'll tell you why it's important to get Twitter. And afterwards, I'll tell you why. I'll give you examples of why it's good to have social media. So I'm gonna count to 3, and you can pause. And once I'm done counting to 3, press play again. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Welcome back. So now so hopefully you watched the video. If not, it's fine. If you didn't watch the video, if you want me to talk about why I think it's important to have social media, the reason being is because there's no central hub for information on fighting games, unfortunately, and the reason being is because we all move to Twitter, basically. So you don't have to use Twitter for the social aspect. You just need information. You could have 0 tweets and still have use for Twitter for fighting game community. You would just follow a bunch of fighting game players. If you don't know who to follow, all these people's links and videos that I'm playing in this video, they have their Twitter links in the description. So you could already start building people you want to follow. Be like, oh, Maximilian, he put out new content for I don't know, the Dog Gohan combo, or Nakio, he put out a combo video. Let me check that out. Bam, tweet it out. You get it instantly first because they always tweet it out first. And if they have special tech that they found on the fly they want to upload to Twitter, they'll do it. And I'll show you ways to easily archive things you see on Twitter. So an easy way to archive things that you want to look at for further exploration is to like things. So you can see here, I like this because I want to watch it later, or dissect it. I like that. Saying like this, pretty much nothing but DBFZ stuff. And if you notice, there's more likes than retweets, because the reason being is people archive things. They want to watch things. They want to watch it later, so they like it and they archive it so they can look at it. Yeah, it's very every FGC person does this. And here was an example of information you wouldn't easily get from anywhere else on YouTube because it's glossed over. It's not, you know what I'm saying, it's looked over. And here Nokia tweets, hashtag DBFZ tip, using an assist puts them on cooldown, grayed out portrait, not lockout. They stay with the X over their portrait. So here he's giving you tips on assist and the difference between a cooldown assist and a locked out assist. Now we'll move on to why he's showing you the difference. Assist on cooldown can be used to Z change super at the end of combos. Assist on lockout cannot. So if you don't know what Z change super is, you can learn that in the tutorial or the basic game mechanics videos. I'll tell you what Z change super means. It basically means where at the end of a combo you super and you super into one of your other characters on your team. That's what Z change super means. So he tells you a useful tip. If an assist on cooldown, it'll be on the left corner, and if it's grayed out, then that means you are allowed to super with that character. But if the character is in a lockout state, a state with an X over it, that means they cannot do a super, and that's useful because what if you're like, man, I need to finish this combo, I need more damage. I'm going to super, then super from one of my other teammates, but you end up trying to super with an assist character that's in a lockout state. Is useful information. This is something that you wouldn't find most places, and this is something he tweeted. Another reason why Twitter is good, and you can find information on here that you're not going to find anywhere else, because I'm about to show you right here. Search engine. Type in hashtag DBFZ Tech and say, man, I want to learn some Kid Boo stuff. You type in hashtag DBFZ Tech, spacebar kid, spacebar boo. Bam! Kid Boo galore, baby. Look at all this Kid Boo stuff. And you would be able, okay, maybe not that much Kid Boo stuff. Because this is just from the top. But if you want it from everybody, you just put latest with the search engine. But there's some Kid Boo stuff, or DBFZ Tech. And you'd be like, oh, I want some trunk stuff. Be like, bam, trunk stuff. I mean, there's some, you know what I'm saying. I'll search up the keyword of trunks and the hashtag DBFZ Tech, and you'll be able to find trunk stuff. There's some trunk stuff right there, and I can click on any of it. Trunks combo, and just various information that you can get with the access of just using the search engine. So now that we're done with the why social media is important. Actually, there's one more thing I need to add about social media. I'm sorry. Discord. You need to have Discord. You don't need to have it, but if you want to stay in touch with everybody in our community and with me, the easiest way to contact me is Discord. I got Discord on my phone. It rings every time I get a message. So if you had a question to ask me, bam, be like, let me message Steven. Let me hit him up. Here's my information. Game Freak Yoshi, pound number 3896. That's my Discord. You could add me as a friend, and if you want to get added to our West Texas FGC group, you could add me and message me, be like, hey, I want to be added. I would send you the invite link. You come in, and you would say, what's up? We have like 36 people currently in our Discord, and it's just good times in here. We have hella memes, information, when we're going to meet up, what's everybody doing, and things along that nature. And all these people are down to help you as well with the game, not just me. So that's another reason why you should hit us up to keep up to date. And if you don't want to use Discord, you can always go to Stormcourt Games on the Facebook, and he'll always post. They'll always post on Stormcourt Games when we're having to meet up there or having a tournament. And I don't use Facebook, so I don't really know how the interface works. All I know is like if you follow them or something, or you friend with them, or you can just go to their public site, and they'll post when we have meetups. And you can see here recently our Dragon Ball FighterZ tournament is well underway. We have like 22 something players there. It's pretty fun. So yeah, there's that. All right, so now we can go on. So now that you started learning what team you want to play, you're learning the basics of a character, you learn how to combo with your character, things like that. You want to learn how to use training mode. And this is where you start dissecting your gameplay. Nakio covered in the first video that you probably watched is that you should watch your replays. And the reason why you should watch your replays is because you need to see how you lose. And let's say you're like, man, Steven, I keep losing to someone spamming Kai Blast. He's being a fireball spammer. How do I deal with that? What you would do is you go into training mode and use the record function. Record yourself spamming fireballs. And then you would play it, and then you would find ways to counter it in the game. So that's one of the reasons, and I can help you with that all the time. So in this video he shows you useful ways to use record function. And here's another person you can follow on Twitter. Be like, okay, man, Adam Matlock has some pretty good content. Let me follow him on Twitter. He probably has better videos and tweets. Who knows? Maybe they tweet about something you like. So that's another video. So I know that information is hard to dissect for new players when it's in a reading form and you want to watch videos. So here's a video on the vanish mechanics, pretty good. So if you didn't want to read vanish on the Google Docs, bam, we go to here. Bam, we would go to here, and he'll have a YouTube video of the vanish mechanics and things you need to know about it, and the goods or the pros and cons of it and things like that. Then we have another one here for vanish. Vanish very important in this game. So here we have a video on deflect in vanish. If you don't know what deflect is, once again, you can go to your little cheat sheet on the Google Docs and be like, what's deflect? And you see right here, defensive option, deflect. And this video is very good. It teaches some basic, even advanced stuff with deflect. If you're tired of getting hit, be like, man, I need to learn something to help me stop getting hit. Deflect is something that you can learn. And now the last two things I'm going to show you is it's advanced, and it's something that you can't just learn and click on by yourself, and just like watch a video over and you'd be like, all right, I can learn this information. So the first one we'll go over is frame data. Frame data is very advanced. If I try to cover frame data, it will take the same length as it took to make this video. So this is something that I'll have to explain to you in real life, to where we have more time to, and I'll be able to go into detail. But to give you to like a general summary, is frame data dictates what is safe and unsafe. And what I mean by that, you might come to me like, Steven, I keep on pressing heavy, and I keep on getting hit afterwards. I don't know why. I would tell you because it's unsafe. And you'd be like, what does that mean? And I would tell you, once I give you my explanation of what frame data is, I'll be able to show you, be like, Android, here's Android, playing Android 16, I'm pressing heavy, and every time I press it afterwards, I get hit for it. Why? And then I'll pull up Android 16 frame data, and here we have his heavy, 5H heavy, frame advantage -8, and I'll be like, here, we don't know what that means yet, but once you do, you'll be able to dissect it. And I just wanted to give you a basis of somewhere to start at, so if you come to one of our meetups IRL and I'm teaching you how to play, you'll have a basis to start on. Frame data is very hard to learn, so don't be too caught up if you don't understand why. And that's why it's also good to use record function. If you keep on losing because you're pressing a certain button, you need to figure out how to avoid it and what you can do to maybe stop the problem of pressing heavy. So another thing you'll hear in the fighting game community get thrown around a lot in the vocabulary is neutral game. Neutral game is one of the hardest things to learn in a fighting game. It's not like to an extent of physical hard. It's the ideology and the thought process behind neutral game, because it's an ever-changing game state. Neutral game, I'll do a brief blanket statement, but it's not going to do neutral game justice. It's something that you have to grasp on your own, and I can help you grasp it, but there's no amount of words I can put together that are going to make you understand neutral game. But I'll give a quick summary. Neutral game is your game plan that you're trying to achieve and ways to go about achieving your game plan, and which is constantly changing because you're not always in the same situation when you're playing the game. So neutral game thus has a large amount of variables of how to play neutral game. And your neutral game can easily change. You're like, well, your game plan is to get the hit. That's neutral game, right? Well, it can instantly change because what if someone starts fireball spamming? And the way you achieve to get your hits was to dash on them But you can't dash on them no more because they keep spamming fireballs. Your neutral game just changed, and your game plan just changed. So now your neutral game just changed. So now you got to figure out how. I like, okay, he's spamming fireball or something. I got to figure out how to do something in neutral game. That's just a quick summary of neutral game. It's not everything about neutral game, but yeah. So that's pretty much going to be it for the end of this guideline video on the information for DBFZ. I hope some of this was helpful. If anything you have questions on, hit me up on Twitter or Discord. My Twitter is @GameFreakYoshi. My Discord link will be down in the description below. Do not be scared. Hit me up. And even if it's unrelated things, you can hit me up about it. Be like, yo, what's your favorite waifu? Don't ask that question. It's Chi-Chi, dog. Don't come at me with that, all right? So you hit me up. Don't be scared. I'll answer any questions. I'll help you with anything. If we're doing meetups at Stormcrow Games or Manhattan's House of Games to play Dragon Ball FighterZ, do not be scared to be like, hey, you want to play? Can you teach me some things? Can you help me out with this? Or be like, hey, can you watch me play and tell me what I'm doing wrong? I have no problems doing that. Just let me know. But yeah, that's going to be all. Join our Discord, join the Facebook, and yeah, that'll be pretty much it. Until then, see you later.